2 to it was like 1 to 3 something, and then my father came late to pick me up and stuff.
So
And I live
like
1 hour away from my school.
okay, so it means that these external exams the school was taking because like generally in Pakistan, uh, they used to give a proper value for that, and like these exams they don't conduct these exams at school.
No, no, even here, only the practical is in school, but all the theory, math, accounting is going to be another center. It's gonna be in Jawahir. It's like another center. I don't
Okay.
know why, but the practical are always in school.
Yeah, because there is a lab, there is a proper lab, and
Yeah.
yes, but for the computer science we don't need it. Okay, so the very first question is where we are going to rectify the errors, and let's read the question. They are saying that Maria Matsa financial year ends on 30th September, and the trial balance prepared on September 2002, and showed a shortage on the credit side of 788. So it means that the suspense will be on the credit side then. And Maria entered the suspense account and then prepared a draft trading and profit and loss account. Okay. Uh, the following errors were later discovered. So these are five errors, and we need to prepare the entries in the Maria's journal to correct the above errors. So, like, we are going to correct the errors. So let's read it. First error is that $50 cash spent on stationery was entered in the cash book but not in the stationery account. It means that there's a problem with one entry only. So it means that we already recorded this into the cash book. We credited the cash book, and since stationery, this is one of the uh, like you can say that expense for us. So that's why what we will do. How we will make the entry? We will debit the stationery account. Okay, let's discuss it only. So what we will do then? We will debit the stationery account with the $50, and on the credit side, since there is nothing, and the cash book, it is like it is correct. So it means that on the credit side, then there is suspense account. Then the next error is that the sales journal was undercasted by 1,000. So if the sales journal undercasted by $1,000, so it means that now we have to increase the sales because sales journal total will be like shifting in the sales account. So that's why we need to credit the sales then with the $1,000. And since on gain on the debit side there is nothing, so suspense will be debit. Then the third question is the 240 received from Abdul Ahmed. A customer had been credited to the account of Abdullah Ahmed. Okay. So basically we received the amount of Abdul Ahmed, so he must be a credit customer. And when we receive money, so we have to debit the bank account and we need to credit the debtor account since the receivable decreased, but we credited this amount in the Abdullah Ahmed, another customer, in the sale letter. So now what we have to do, we will simply debit the Abdullah Ahmed because we credited him for at first place now. So that's why we need to increase it. So Abdullah Ahmed will be debited with 240. And since we need to correctly enter this 240 on the credit side in the Abdul Ahmed account, so we will credit the Abdul Ahmed account there.
Okay.
Next, fourth one is that the total of discount received column in the cash book of $14 had been debited to the. Okay, so this is the complete reversal. Yeah, this is the one second. Total of the discount received column in the cash book, $14 had been debited to the discount allowed. Okay, so we increase the discount allowed and we did not record this amount into discount received. Okay, this is not the reversal. So then first of all, we need to record the $14 into receipt discount received account. So we will get it a discount received, and since we debited mistakenly the discount allowed, so now what we will do, we will credit the discount allowed as well. So it means the discount received plus discount allowed, both account will be credited. Then, since on the debit side there is nothing, so there will be suspense. So in the suspense account, we will transfer the $28, 14 plus 14. Then $95 cash paid to Joy Jones, our trade creditor, had been credited to his account in the purchase ledger. Okay. Huh. So cash paid to Joy Jones, our trade creditor. Okay. So when we paid cash, so cash should be carried. Sorry, yeah, cash should be carried, and the trade creditor means that Joy Jones, he should be debited because liability decreased when you paid. Had been credited to his account. So we mistakenly, instead of debiting Joy Jones, we credited it in the purchase ledger. So now what we have to do, it means that we have to make the, since we credited the Joy Jones, now we have to debit it. But when we will debit this, so we will debit this with the double amount. Why? Because since in the Joy Jones account, 95 is already recorded on the debit side. One second. Yeah, this is the account of, let's say that Joy Jones, and he is the creditor. So $95 paid to Joy Jones, her creditor had been credited to his account. Okay, so we just credited it, no? So we just wrote it here. Means this is
Yeah,
95. So when we need to make the debit entry, so we will make this with the double amount, means 190. So that 95 should not be cancelled out. When
okay.
we will balance the account, that's why. Okay, then yeah, this is how we will correct this. Now we need to prepare a suspense account. So like it will be simple. We know like how we can create it, the suspense account. Okay. So what we will do, whatever we did above, we will be writing here in the suspense account. So first of all, the difference was on the credit side, no? Difference was on the credit side. Uh, just give me 1 minute. One second.
Hello?
Yeah, yes, actually, I just mistakenly, I think, just clicked the button of airplane.
Okay.
That's why the airplane mode, yeah, that was on. Okay, so difference, since the difference was on the carrot side, so that's why we will
I
write it on
can't see your screen.
the. Yeah, so I was saying that we have to prepare a suspense account now. First of all, as you
Yeah.
can see that the credit side is a short, so it means that we will write a 788 on the credit side on the suspense in the suspense account. And here in this first, um, yeah, I think in the first one, the stationery was debited and the suspense was credited. So it means that we need to credit the suspense account and need to debit the stationery. So what we will do, we will write it here then. And that was okay. And if you just go above again, let's just make the journal entry so that this expense account will. Then what happened here? That the sales are now undercasted by $1,000. So we need to increase sales. So we will get this, and on the other side there will be suspense. And through the journal entry, we will make the suspense account. It means that we will be debiting the suspense and crediting the sales account and the suspense account. Then 240 received from Abdul Ahmad Uthir. So we have seen that. So what was happening here? Uh, the C customer had been credited to the account of the sale in the sales ledger. What was the entry for this? 240. Okay, this is not a part of suspense. Sorry, we'll not do suspense. Nothing like that. Because Abdullah Ahmed will be debited with 240 and Abdul Ahmed will be credited with 240. So there's no suspense
Yeah.
needed.
Okay.
Then in the fourth one, yeah, in the fourth one, yeah, definitely there's a suspense. We actually need to credit the both discount about discount is equal $14, and then suspense will be debit. So it means that in the suspense account, we will write the discount allowed and discount received on the debit side. We use that here. And the sales was undercasted now, so sales credit and the suspense debit. And there was a last error left, I guess. Yeah, 95 yeah, this one. $95 cash paid to Joy Johns at credit character. So here we basically debited the Joy Johns here with the 190. We have seen that. And then on the credit side, there will be suspense. So
Okay.
suspense account credited and the Joy Johns debited. So now balance should be equal. If it is equal, so it means that your answer is correct. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, I'm
Hamna,
doing
what
it.
is the total for this?
The difference is what is this written?
788.
Okay. It is 1028.
Okay, both side.
Oh wait, I'm doing the next side. It is 1000 plus 14 plus 14.
Yeah, definitely it's 108 there. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
it's
they are
correct.
saying in the C part that for each error 1 to 5 state how the draft net profit will be affected when the error are corrected. If the error not affect the draft net profit, so like no effect. And the first one it is completed for us. Okay. So let's see. The first error is the second error. So in the second error, what was happening? Let me see. I think second error was relevant to sales. Yeah. So, hmm. So basically, sales account, if it is like uh, we are correcting the sales now, we are increasing it. Yes. So it means it will increase profit then, because when we will increase sales, so your GP will increase. When GP will increase, your net profit will increase. So it means that this error too will increase the profit by $1,000. And then there was entry relevant to this discount allowed and discount received. So basically, you removed the discount allowed that was expense previously. So your profit has increased with $14 since you removed the expense. And then the discount received since you recorded that. So 14 means that again in the other income, the discount received added. And when the other income increased with $14, so your profit, your GP increased, then profit increased. So it means that overall, your net profit has increased with the $28.
Okay.
Then we have this one. I think that was the error three. Na? Yeah, that was the error. This was the error three. Let me see. There was one more error. Yeah, this one. 240. Okay, so basically this is relevant to customer and supplier. So this will not increase or decrease the uh, net profit, because customer and receive the trade payables, they are the part of liability and the current assets. I just lost my pen. Where is it? Oh. So it means that then this added 4 was this increased by 28, and added 3 is no effect.
Okay.
And then the Joy Jones, I think he was also one of the customer, or maybe like 1 second. I think he was the customer. Yeah, he was the creditor. So definitely creditor, this will also not create any effect on the profit. This is a part of the statement of financial position. So again, there is no effect.
Okay.
Okay, and then there is second person. They are saying that David Odoyo maintains a full set of books of account, and he prepares the purchases control account and sales control account. Uh, so at the end of every month, okay. So state the advantages of the control accounts. So the control accounts advantages will be First of all, it will like you can say that it will help you to prepare your balance sheet, means that your statement of financial position, and it also maybe identify the errors in different other ledgers. So these are the two advantages of control accounts. Then state whether where debit will obtain the relevant figure or each of the following items which appears in his sale as a control account. Okay, first of all, carried sales. So this carried sales we will be like getting from the sale day book, and then discount allowed. This we will get from the cash book, and then bad debts from the journal.
Okay.
Then C part, then on October 2022, the debit sale ledger control account had two balances, uh, debit and credit. Assuming that there are no errors, explain one reason why a credit balance may occur on a sale ledger control account. Okay, so this may occur maybe the debtor he overpaid the amount which he owed. Uh, yeah, that's it. There's only one reason they have asked. Because most likely you will have the debit balance. It means that this is the amount you need to receive from the customer. But sometime the opening balance will be on the credit side. It is why, because maybe the customer paid you extra, and that's why your credit side is heavy. So automatically balance CD will be in the debit side, and then it will move on the credit side as opening balance. Then we need to prepare a purchase ledger control account. It's really easy how we can prepare it. They're saying that on 1st October 2002, the balance brought down on the debit's purchase ledger account was this. So we will write this on the debit side in the PLC. Sorry, what they are saying, balance brought down. Okay, so this 2950 will be on the credit side because PLCA is one of the liability. That's why. Then he supplied the following information: the month ending 31st October 2002. So purchase on credit, whenever we purchase something, so it will increase liability. That's why it will be on the credit side then. Returns to supplier. So whenever remember that we return something, so it means that the liability decreased. So this will be on the debit side. Checks paid to supplier. So whenever we paid the money to the supplier, so again the liability reduced. So this will again on the debit side. Cash discount received from the supplier. So this is basically discount received. It means that you don't need to pay this $85 to them. So then again your payable decrease. Then cash received from a supplier for an overpayment by debit. Okay, so this since we have received this amount 100, so it means that the cash will be debit, and all like the purchase ledger control account will be credit. So after that, we will simply balance it. Then in question number 3, they are saying that on 1st October 2001, Bampton Sports Club had 4750 in the bank equipment, which has 3300 in a stock in the snack bar, which had cost of 260. What do we need to do? We need to prepare a receipt and payment account. Okay, receipt and payment account. So for the receipt and payment account is kind of cash book for them.
Yeah.
It means that there will be two sides. Okay, first of all, there is a balance. This one. So this we will write on the debit side. Okay. Then equipment which 300 and stock. Uh, equipment is 300. 300? 3300, sorry. At a stock in snack bar which had cost 260. At that date, the members owed club subscription of 100 and the club owed $50 for rent. The treasurer provided the following information relating to year ended 30 September 2002. So we have these information. They are saying that all the receipts were paid into the bank and all payments were made by check. At 30 September 2002, and club had prepaid. Okay, so this is not relevant to this because prepayment and all will not include this into the receipt and payment account. So we need to prepare the receipt and payment account. Okay. First of all, insurance. So we have paid insurance. This will be on the credit side. Rent, we have paid rent. This will again on the credit side. Snack bar sales, it means that we receive the sales. So this 3,000, this will be on the debit side. Snack bar purchases, we purchased snack bars, we paid the money. So this is again on the credit side. Subscription for member, this is what we have received. So this again we will write on the debit side because it is increasing the receiving payment account. General expenses, which is 1, 2, and 1, 0. So this is what we have paid, credit side. Printing and stationery, again we have paid, credit side. Purchase of new equipment, again we have paid on the credit side. Sale of old equipment, so we receive money which is $50, so debit side. So this is how we will then simply balance the receipt and payment account.
Okay.
State and explain two ways in which an income and expenditure account different from receipt and payment account. Okay, so definitely income and expenditure account, like it's not similar to profit or loss because the receipt and payment is a kind of summary of the cash book, but in the income and expenditure account we used to calculate the you can say that surplus or deficit for the business. And the second one is that in the income expenditure account it includes adjustments for accruals and prepayments, but in the receipt and payment account we will not include any accrual and prepayments. So that's also one difference. Then they are saying that on the evening of 30th September 2002, a quantity of stock was stolen from the snack bar. Okay. So cost of remaining stock was 125. The club mark up the goods by 20% on cost when calculating the selling price. Calculate by means of trading account the cost of stock which was stolen. What we need to do? We need to prepare a trading account. Okay. So it means that we will prepare only till gross profit. So the sales, I think the sales they have provided of the stock, yeah, that was 3,000. So let's write it down here. The sales are equal to 3,000. Then we need to less the cost of sales. So do we have the account like opening inventory? One second. Stores for that the bank, equipment, stock, and yeah, this is the opening inventory. This is 260. They said that on the 1st October 2001, these things are there, and stock which stock was $260. That is the opening
Okay.
inventory. Where is my pen? Again and again, I'm just it is in my hand. I am like still searching it here and there.
Yeah.
Oh, then the purchases, we also have the purchases. Let's see. Yeah, snack bar purchase, this is 26 only. Okay, so basically now we need to minus the stolen inventory, which is stolen, we don't know how much it is, and also the closing inventory as well. Okay, so for a stolen, if you just go above, they have something to tell us. Okay, so they are saying on the evening of 37, the quantity of the stock was stolen from the snack bar. The cost of remaining stock was 125. Okay, so that was the remaining and some of the inventory stole. Okay, the club marked up the goods by 20% on the cost when calculating the selling price. So they provided us the markup. So it means that if we will be able to find out the cost of sales, sorry, like if we will be able to find out the gross profit, so then we may find out. the cost of sale, and after that, maybe then we will be able to find out the stolen inventory. So markup is 20%. So how we can convert it, or how we can find out uh, the GP? Yeah, it's the GP.
To find a GP,
Like
don't we just like
I'm
minus the sales and the cost of sales? They already did all the cost of sale.
stolen is not there, no? Stolen inventory. Stolen inventory is not there. Only opening inventory, purchases. Yes, only opening inventory, purchases, and
Can't we
then
just do
closing
260
inventories.
minus 125?
260 minus.
125.
So what is the answer then?
135. That would be the stolen inventory then, right?
One second. How much that is?
135.
But the thing is that even if you are doing this, like, uh, why you are first of all deducting this 125 from there?
To find the stolen inventory.
No, actually we have one thing. Now we know that how we can find out. We have a 20% markup. We know how we can find out. The markup is 20% on the cost. So it means that we can use a formula which I think I have discussed many times. That is like, since the markup is 20% on the cost, so it means that whatever the cost is, it's 1.2 if you just converted 20 over 100, or if maybe you just multiply the 20%, so it's your choice, over cost, on cost. So whatever the cost is, it is like, it's 1.2 is basically the GP. Okay. And it means that when you will find out the cost of sales, so we know that the sales are equal to 3000, and then this 1.2, this will be like divided by this because it is multiplying here, so then this will divide 1.2. So 3000 divided by 1.2, how much it is?
2500.
Yeah. So now this is the cost of sale. Now we can find out this, the stored inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find out the stored inventory.
So we do 2500 plus the plus 125 and minus 2600 minus 260.
One second. One second. I'm just texting, like it's important text is on the website. Yes, okay.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, how much is stored inventory?
So we're gonna do 2500 plus 125 and minus 2600.
Hamna, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Yeah, we will be doing the reverse working now. Means that we need to, yeah, so what is the answer then?
Is it 25?
25, let me do. Uh, okay, so purchase and opening inventory means 260 plus 2600. This is equal to 2860. Okay. And 2500 plus 125
Oh, it's
minus
235.
2860. That is 235.
Yeah,
Uh,
235.
what's your name, Hamna? This is 235. My answer is 235.
Yeah.
2500 plus 125 minus 2600 minus 260.
Okay, so where will we write this?
We will write here. This is a stolen inventory.
Okay,
Basically,
minus.
stolen inventory was also a part of closing inventory. Now, they said that some of the inventory stolen and this is remaining. It means that whatever the closing inventory was, some of the inventory from there stolen and the remaining stock was 125. So it means that this 255 is also the part of closing one. But that was stolen. That's why they said that you have to find a stolen inventory.
Okay.
As you can see that the entries are like interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, now you need to find this is 500. The GP is 500. Fourth question is Jordan and Mary, very difficult names as well, are in partnership trading and they shared and losses two into one as gold. Jordan is hoping to retire in the 2 years time and the partners agree to join partnership. One second. This is not relevant because here they are talking about the retirement and admission of a partner. This is not relevant to your syllabus to like in this 2026. And I think this is relevant to one second what it is. Percentage of GP2. Okay, so we need to find out the ratios and then we need to state four differences between the business which would make it compare the results. So this is relevant to ratio analysis. Okay, so let's see. They are saying that we have this information. Khalid Ahmed and Umar and Sara Musa. Khalid Ahmed started business on 1st September 2001 and he rented premises and opened the food store. Khalid did not wish to take any part in day-to-day running businesses and he appointed a manager. Goods are sold on cash terms to the public and local restaurants, and hotels are supplied on the credit terms. All goods are collected by the customers from the Khalid shop. Okay. And then we have the information of Musa and Umar. Umar and Musa, they are the friends of Khalid and they formed a partnership on 1st September. So they both uh, are the partners. When they purchased premises, fixtures, and motor vehicle and opened a furniture store, all goods are sold on credit terms and are delivered free of charge to the customers. Both Umar and Sara work full time in the business and do not employ any staff. So we have this information. This is basically the information of the expenses and debtors, the creditors, how much they have to receive from the creditors and how much they have to sorry from the debtors and how much they have to pay to the creditors. So these information we have. What we have to do, calculate the following ratios for each business, place your answers in the table. Show clearly all your working in space provided. So this is the working. First of all, percentage of gross profit to sales. So what does it mean? It means that first of all, we have to see what is the gross profit and what is the formula for this. The formula was GP over
GB
sales
over sales.
and multiplied by 100. So I
Yeah.
think that is easy. There is nothing which we need to find. Like, I think you can simply find out the GP with the help of these are total sales minus this cost of sale, which is I think 41,250. Then you will get the GP, and the same thing you can do here. And
Okay.
then let's talk about very quickly that how we can find out percentage of net profit to sales. So I think that was net profit over sales multiplied by 100. For both, you can find out. Collection period for debtors. So that was, I guess, that the trade receivables divided by the carriage sales. Yeah, the trade receivables divided by the creditors. Oh, sorry, carriage sales multiplied by 365. 1 second. As you can see that we have the two different types of sales, cash and credit. So it means that we have to collect this one. And in the case of Umar and
Okay.
Sarah, there's only credit sales. And then the debtors are equal to this, and for the Khalid Ahmed, the debtors are equal to this. This is a unique question.
Yeah.
Then payment period for creditors is again the same thing. Um, there will be trade payables divided by the I think the credit purchases, and then multiply by 365. Yeah. So as you can see that this is the trade payables. This is the trade payables, and purchases. We have two different types of purchases. So we will see only the credit one. And then for Umar and Sara Musa, there's only credit purchases. So we will divide this 12500 on the credit purchases. Whatever the answer will be there, we will multiply this with the 365 and we will get the answer. So this is how like you can do this question. It was easy or not?
It was kind of easy.
Because we completed that, no? That's why you feel that this is easy. But one thing you can feel that these are the unique questions.
Yeah.
Like it is
They're
very good for the
different.
practice and for the yeah, like very good for the practice, very good for clear the concepts.
Yeah.
Then state four differences between the two business which would make it compare their results. Okay, so basically when we were done with that comparing different ratios, then we can uh, like maybe write the differences, and we can maybe write the differences by looking at their case study. We can say that the one business, the first one, the Khalid Ahmed, he is a sole trader business, and they are in partnership business. So this is one difference. And plus, they are trading of different things. I think that the Khalid, he is having his own food store, whereas the partners, they have their own furniture store. And the Khalid's business run by the manager, but the other business it is run by the partners. So these kind of like uh, differences you can write, and also you can learn the differences of their ratios as well. But it's good if you
Okay.
will write the differences from the case study. Yeah. So this is how you need to write it, and then I sent you one question paper as well.
Yeah.
So that is your homework.
Okay.
So I just want that you should get the A star.
Hopefully.
There's a one student in my now.
Yeah.
So I think she took the admission in my school in I guess August 2025. She took admission in my school, and from like she is taking classes from me for the accounting and for economics. So like
Okay.
because I teach these three subjects, na, to the ON level students. So some of the students
Yeah.
like they are studying economics, or some of the student business and accounting like that. So like from August to today like it is April. So in these months, I think that there is not even single day when she was not present. The first thing. Second, there was no single day that when she did not complete her homework.
Oh,
And
wow.
she is the one who always be on time. Like if the class is going to start at 3 p.m., so at 3 p.m. she is there. Like ditto 3 p.m., even
Yeah.
not 3 1. So she is like, I haven't seen a dedicated girl like her. She is really good. And when I asked that Arush, okay, like since you are very dedicated student, so what is your aim? Like which grade you
Yeah.
are aiming for? So she said that teacher, if I will be able to get the B grade, so then it will be enough for me.
Yeah.
So literally, I think now she is repeating, revising all the accounting past papers third time.
Third time. Okay.
Yeah, and she is like continuously doing the same past papers again and again, again and again, again and again. Like even sometimes, I used to get tired because of her
Oh.
dedication. Yeah, because she does not act like a student or child, and I think
How does she
she
act like?
does not. She does not act like a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, because humans, I think like even if I am a teacher, so sometime I want to do rest. Sometime maybe definitely I am a human, so I can go to the hospital. I have some problem. I can
Yeah.
have some
Yeah.
problem in my life as well. But she is not a human at all because she does not have any problem, because
Uh-huh.
she did not take any leave till now that okay, I have this problem, so that's why I'll not be able to take that class. So that's why I'm saying that she is not human. Because naturally, definitely we have different problems in life, and sometimes we want a break from work.
Yeah.
Okay, then Hamna, I'm just going to end the class, and please complete that paper. I think
Okay.
that was paper 2, which you need to complete. Yeah. So have you completed this paper?
This one? Which one?
This which we just like completed in the
Yeah.
class. Okay. Okay then,
Allah Hafiz.
Hamna. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.